Welcome back to episode 4. Today we're going to be testing out the X-T3 with the Sigma 18-35 in street photography. And today the hair is kind of messed up, so thanks for advising me to take the hat off because now I've got issues. And I really think this could be my vlogging and photo setup, just having a small mic. Currently in Liverpool street area, old Spitalfields, and we're going to kind of work our way to Shoreditch and see what kind of images we can get. What the hell are you talking about? Stay focused.
Okay.
Stay with the program,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Please. So yeah, vlogging so far so good. It went fairly alright. It's notoriously a very big lens, but I feel that it's able to achieve the objective of the video. I want to vlog and I want to take photos. And if you want to see how I adapt this lens onto the Fuji, link up below and you can go and watch that. The reason why I'm making a vlogging video about this lens is because when I was researching on how to actually vlog with this lens, it was just people face tracking in a studio, and to me that was not vlogging. You need to be out on the field and give your kind of like, how did it feel? How was it for that particular experience, you know? And this is what I wanted to provide in this video. We're gonna take photos and we're gonna vlog, because you know me, I love taking photos. Anyway, the photos. For vlogging, I kind of put it on the maximum widest, which was around 18mm, and for photos, 35mm, which is approximately 50mm in full frame equivalent. And it's just some nice test shots. Started off in Spitalfields, nothing too serious, just like, you know, catching the vibe, getting a feel for the scenario, you know, just having the small mic on, and it felt comfortable. So far, so good. So far, quite a comfortable experience. Woo! It is cold. Really, really cold. How are you hanging in?
Not hanging.
Woo. All right. Quickly, just want to mention that having the 1.8 aperture is absolutely fantastic, really flexible. It is a chunky lens. However, for an all-in-one solution where I'm able to vlog, I'm able to have 1.8 constant, I'm able to change my focal length, I'm able to take the photos that I want to take professionally and vlog and do the videography and everything all in one package. Pretty damn good, man. So let's carry on to Shoreditch. So after that round of taking photos and vlogging, I noticed that the white balance shifted a lot. I put the white balance on auto and you could see that there was a bit of shifting and it was a bit gradual. I think another thing that really kind of added to the odd shift in desaturation was the fact that I did the whole video on F-Log, which is for me the first time. Usually I use a flat color profile, which gives me a nice kind of like flexibility. For me, log is giving me way more flexibility, but you need to kind of really know your settings, and you need to use an ND filter if you're going to be shooting in the bright daylight. So a lot of the shots were probably overexposed in the beginning. Luckily, we shot around night, well, sunset time, so I was able to kind of like get the exposure correctly with the 1.8 aperture, which was really handy. So one good thing about this lens is that you actually get to shoot at 1.8. If you're vlogging at night, you're actually going to be all right. The photos were really, I was quite happy with them, you know, like the 18mm, which is a 28mm, I believe, equivalent. Very comfortable. It's not something I usually do, but I think I want to try and experiment with that focal length a bit more. Just trying to capture a bit more context, shoot a bit more of a cinematic style, if you will, and kind of crop in more. And I really enjoyed it. How are you holding up?
Okay.
Yeah?
My cheeks are frozen.
Good, good, good.
My fingers are frozen.
Oh no.
I don't know if I've like changed the dial on this because my hands are frozen. I
wouldn't
can't
worry
even
about
feel the click on the aperture ring anymore.
But yeah, just want to give a quick little story time. This is the first place where I did my first paid photo shoot. Right here. In like basically next to Shoreditch station, for a fashion brand. And yeah, just nice to reflect and look back and see how things started and where I am now.
You know what's another fun story in this area?
What?
Oh. Where we had our first date.
We had our first date. We had our first date.
Also a photo walk.
And it was a photo walk, so if you're a photographer and you're looking for someone, maybe try a photo walk. You might find some good chemistry there. And now we've kind of moved it into Shoreditch, Bethnal Green area, and this is somewhere which it means a lot to me, and I want to share the story of this area because it was where my first paid gig was. It's where me and Chloe went on our first date, and one of the first things that kind of like we kind of associate with that kind of area is going to be the bagels. And that's kind of why I focus on the bagel shops. There's two competing bagel shops. If you're from London, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think even Action Bronson did a comparison videos on Munchies about the two bagel shops. And yes, the one with the white sign is the better bagel. Anyway, not to kind of deter from the purpose of the video, I really wanted to kind of capture that vibe and how it feels to be there. So obviously bagel shots all the way through, loving the bagel shots and just kind of the grit of Shoreditch and Bethnal Green. If you need to come here to experience it, I think the best way to kind of describe it, which a lot of people do agree with, it is kind of like a Brooklyn of London. It's kind of got the old school grit, but a lot of nouveau riche people, is that what they call it? They kind of like stay around that area. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I feel like it was quite a crowded area, and maybe shooting with the new 16mm at 2.8 would have been a lot more comfortable, kind of vlogging with that lens, because, whoops, it is a bit big. And when you kind of get into a bit more crowded areas, you don't want to be kind of noticed. I found that kind of limited me. Nah, I don't know, it's like, it wasn't comfortable, put it that way. It's not comfortable to lug around a big lens. However, I'm able to do everything without switching lenses. So it's a compromise, it's a payoff, you know? And that's the wrap. What do you think? How'd it go?
Pretty good.
I'm really liking the setup. I think it's definitely got potential to be my vlogging setup with photography and photo walks in mind. I can change the focal length. I have wide for the vlogging, and I've got a bit more telephoto to do my street photography.
The lens is chunky enough for you to hold it at a distance.
Yeah, I don't need a gorilla pod for this shit. But yeah, it's cold. We'll see you in the studio. Good night. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the vlogging experience. Feedback is always welcome. And before we finish off, a quick shout out to Cameron, my guy. I used some of his music in this video. Link down below. Check him out. If you like the videos that I do, you probably notice I like to kind of edit to a hip-hop, R&B, kind of lo-fi. That's kind of my editing style. I love editing to the snare. So do check him out, really appreciate it. If you have people that are artists and doing great work in your local community, give them shout outs. It really goes a long way, trust me. You need to really collectively get your people together and really acknowledge them. And that's something I really want to share with you guys at the end of the video, my little 2 cents. And tell me, what kind of lens do you like? Which kind of lens do you want? Length? Lang. I swear that's a Cantonese word. I think leng is actually a Cantonese word. I have to ask Chloe, and I'll put it in the bottom of this video when I found out. Yeah. What's your favorite lens? I mean, I like this lens for, you know, the vlogging, the photo and all that. I really enjoyed it. I feel like I've got a lot of work to do with shooting with F-Log. That's part of the journey, that's part of the experience, and let me know what you'd like to see next week. I've got a lot of ideas, but it's always good to kind of get the feedback and get it, you know, nice and tight. See you later. Good office. Bye bye.